Well, that's pretty. Hey guys, good morning. It's Mike Chen here in Miami, Florida. Today, I'm heading to an all-you-can-eat Michelin brunch buffet. Before doing that, I just want to give a big thank you and shout out to the sponsor of this video, Surfshark VPN. Of course, I've been talking about and using Surfshark VPN for a number of years now. It's one of the only apps I make sure is running all the time on my phone, my laptop, and if you are currently not using a VPN service right now, I highly recommend that you do. There's just so many benefits, and the most important, it protects your digital information, because nowadays, of course, there's so much of our personal information online, and there's all sorts of people trying to gain access to it. You got marketing companies, you got data aggregators trying to get your information to sell to marketing companies, or people with more malicious intent trying to get into things like your email. And you're especially vulnerable if you travel around, connecting to different Wi-Fi hotspots like hotels, for instance, or cafes, airports. The security for those hotspots are usually very weak, so these present a really good opportunity for people to gain access to your private information. So what a VPN is a virtual private network, and what Surfshark VPN does, and this is why I keep it running all the time, it encrypts and secures your personal information before it goes over the internet, so people who you really don't want having access to your private info, they're not going to have access to it. You'll be able to hide your IP, change your digital location, and if someone is trying to gain access to your email, Surfshark does have a tool called Surfshark Alerts, and you'll be notified right away. Also, changing your digital location is not only helpful for security. If, say, you're traveling abroad and you want to gain full functional access to a lot of US websites or US streaming services so you don't miss your favorite TV show or movie, you can change your location from wherever you are back to the US, and you can access those sites like you never left. I mentioned this before, but when you are traveling abroad, a lot of major US websites, they just don't function properly, or sometimes not at all. So when I'm traveling abroad, even just to pay my bills, I use Surfshark VPN for that. So if you want to give it a try, go to my link down below, use my promo code DUMPLING, and you'll get 4 extra months. Right now, I am at the Intercontinental Hotel here in Miami. I mentioned before in the vlog video when arriving here, sorry, my throat's a little croaky. If you come to these nice hotels during hurricane season, which it is right now, it's a really good deal. So my stay is about $200 a night, and I get free breakfast. And the breakfast buffet here, I think, runs about $45. Let's go see what they have. First glance, it's not a big breakfast buffet. Let me double check. Yeah, actually, the price is $43 a person. It's not a very big breakfast buffet at all. It's got all the typical breakfast items, scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage. The only thing that looks pretty unique is they have chicken croquette. The pastries look good. There's yogurt, there's cereal, there's an omelet station. So far, it just looks like a very typical hotel breakfast buffet at a pretty steep price. This better be one heck of a chicken croquette. It's creamy and savory. Flavor is good. Pastries are good. Bacon. Otherwise, eggs, bacon, tomatoes. Eggs are fluffy. I mean, it's a quality breakfast buffet, but for $43, I don't think I would eat here if it wasn't included. Tried the pancakes though. So took a look at the pancakes and waffles. Pancake look decent. The waffle looks very floppy. Okay. Pancake's not bad. Again, overall, the food's not bad. And I guess we are in downtown Miami, so the price is what it is. But typically, a buffet like this, I say maybe around $20. But I'll say it again, if I had to pay for this buffet, 43 bucks, wouldn't do it. There's so much good food around Miami, and there's so many places open early in the morning. I would definitely get something else instead. Maybe it's also a good thing because I do have another buffet coming up at about 12:30 p.m. today. The primary reason I'm here in Miami for the brunch buffet at the Mandarin Oriental. What is this? Wow, you can just order flowers. That was a little delivery robot. That's pretty cool. So I'm here at Lamar, located inside the Mandarin Oriental. And like I said, I've been wanting to come to this brunch for a long time. This is a Peruvian restaurant. I'm expecting a lot of grilled meats. So this buffet is $135. All the cocktails included, all the wine, beer, soft drink. That's what I'm going for. You get a choice of a main course. There's kare udon, there's lomo saltado, there's picante de mani, there's el achupado. It's gonna be a tough choice. Definitely gonna skip out on the udon though. And then, of course, there's a buffet. I picked out the main entree and I got my first plate off the buffet. This is so exciting. So anticucho are pretty much these meat skewers, which I remember loving when I was in Peru. And these are grilled over charcoal and they have been engulfed in flames. So got some shrimp, some chicken, and veal hearts. Also got an empanada and their signature whole fried red snapper. Oh yeah. Shrimp is good, plump, juicy, sweet. I love the char on the grilled meat. Every single bite, you definitely taste that fire. Oh. It's so freaking good. The mix of spices they use to marinate the meat, just splendid. It's tangy and savory, spicy and smoky. I remember the hard being my favorite cut. That is still very much true today. That was by far the best skewer. That thing is so incredibly tender. That's a bite that will transport you to the streets of Peru. Everything about it, the seasoning, the smokiness, the burst of herbal brightness. The heart has a slight chewy texture. It's a bit firm, at the same time wonderfully tender and juicy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back for a lot more of those. Snapper. This is great. Outside nice and crunchy, inside tender, flaky meat. And this dipping sauce, just really fresh and vibrant and spicy. A little bit of sweetness. Oh, that goes so well together. So empanada is dipped in traditional Huancaina sauce. Awesome. These are absolutely stuffed empanadas. Toasty outside, inside juicy chicken, tons of herbs and spices. The sauce is creamy, rich, a little bit of heat, and I'm really excited about this. Mushroom lomo saltado. Oh, there's a lot of heat in there. Brussels sprouts are so good as well. The flavors are absolutely explosive. Also, eating here or when eating in Peru, gotta get an Inca Cola. Oh, I missed this. This first plate is bringing back a whole lot of good memories. The main entree has arrived, so I got the picante de mani. So this is crispy pork belly with ají panca, which is a very traditional, mild Peruvian chili. There's papa seca, which is a potato dish, and also peanut cream, and this dish is served over rice. This is a feast for the eyes. Look at all the colors. You can see all the toasted popping skin on this pork belly. Oh, this is gonna be crispy. And this is all sitting on top of a bed of mole sauce. Oh my gosh. Look at how juicy this pork belly is. Right below the crispy skin, there's a layer of fat and all that juicy meat. Cover that with the mole sauce. Put it on top of the rice. That's freaking incredible. It's so good. I don't know what I like more, the crispy, juicy pork belly or this mole sauce is sitting on top of it. I will want to jump into a pool of this mole sauce and just eat my way out. And it's so good on top of rice. It's super thick and rich and creamy and decadent. It definitely tastes that rich umami from the chocolate. It's a little spicy, it's savory. You would think something like that with the crispy pork belly, which itself is very rich, and you think with those two together, might be a little too much. I mean, yeah, it is a little too much in good flavor. This is absolutely fantastic. I love this. This is really interesting. This is Peruvian chow fa, so it's Peruvian fried rice. This is great. They brought this over in a sizzling hot stone bowl, so it kind of tastes like a Chinese clay pot rice with little bits of crispy rice in here. I think there's some pork, sprouts, carrots, little crispy noodles. That's awesome. And this is the dish I've been waiting for, lomo saltado. This is the quintessential Peruvian dish, and it's something I absolutely fell in love with when I was in Peru. I think I ate this dish about 10 times when I was over there. It's chunks of beef sauteed with onions, peppers, tomatoes, scallions over French fries, in this case potato wedges, and a gooey, runny, sunset looking of an egg on top. And as soon as you break the egg open, you mix the ingredients, you smell that tangy, savory, umami-filled sauce right away. Oh, it smells so wonderful. I love every single thing about this. The crunch from the onions, the rich gooiness of the egg, the fries, the beef is tender and juicy. You definitely taste the sear and the smokiness on the steak. So they cooked the steak separately, chopped it up, stir-fried it with all these ingredients, covered it with that rich soy sauce-based sauce, which just has the perfect amount of vinegar and acid to balance out any of the richness from the dish. There's that beautiful tomatoey flavor as well. This is just absolutely wonderful. I mean, this is a Michelin restaurant, so the dishes is coming out of their kitchen. It definitely lives up to the hype. This lomo saltado, it's done just perfectly. The beef is perfect, the sauce is more than perfect. This just tastes like pure happiness in a bowl. So, went to the seafood section. There's a ton of fish dishes. This is the classic ceviche. Inside there's fluke, corn nuts, sweet potatoes, cilantro, onions, all sitting in a Peruvian citrus marinade. The fish is as tender as can be. And this whole dish is just incredibly light and refreshing, especially with the nice crunch from the onions. So good. This next dish is ceviche chilaco. And inside there's grouper, there's shrimp, there's octopus, sitting in a slightly spicier marinade. Yeah, I like this even more. This is a really interesting one. This is called ceviche olivo. So this thing has octopus, olives, bacon, and cured egg yolk. I love this so much. It's right up my alley. It's got so much of the flavors and textures that I crave. A little crunch from the herbs and the veg. It's very rich and creamy. It's just so aromatic. When you take a bite of this, the aroma just passes through all your senses. Plus, the octopus. You can't get more tender than that. Wow. My favorite so far. My absolute favorite so far of all the seafood items here. Oh my gosh. That's so good. Yeah, there's a ton of dishes at the seafood section. This is a giant scallop sitting in some sort of ají sauce. And ají is a Peruvian pepper. If you ever come here, get like 10 of these right away. One thing about Peruvian seafood, every bite, it tastes like fireworks in your mouth. It's so vibrant and refreshing. There's so much depth and complexity because they use a lot of different herbs and peppers and chilies. There's just so many amazing flavors. And when you add all those flavors to a melt in your mouth, sweet piece of scallop, that is gonna make you really, really happy. This is a grouper sitting in the ají sauce as well. Oh yeah. That's one of the best sauces you can use for fish. Not as tender as the scallops, but anything touching that sauce, it's gonna be good. Trout. The trout, a little sweet, really nice sesame flavor. A little bit of a richer flavor profile, very nice. Of course, eating Peruvian cuisine, you're gonna encounter a lot of different potatoes. There's so many different types. There's over 4,000 different varieties of potatoes in Peru. And this is a causa salad, so I think it's like a different varieties of potato salad. That's awesome. A little beets mixed in there as well. Potato is one of my favorite ingredients of all time. I love it in pretty much everything. And that bite was smooth, creamy, a little spicy, and look at how pretty this is. This is the causa crab, and it's so pretty. I think they mix beets with potatoes, and then there's crab on top, a little bit of tomatoes. Yeah, this is so wonderful. This, I love the crab. I love the mushy potatoes. I love the flavor of the beef. Again, the flavors are so bright and lively. It really just helps makes the potatoes shine. Another classic Peruvian dish. This is fried yuca. On top is huaycaina. Again, that classic Peruvian sauce. 10 out of 10. That's a perfectly fried yuca. So crispy on the outside and soft inside. The sauce is warm, it's vibrant. I love the smokiness and a tiny touch of heat from the ají. There's so much classic comfort food here. I feel like a lot of Peruvian food, like the lomo saltado, the fried rice, a lot of it just makes you feel so good. This is interesting. Pork belly bun. That's a fatty, I'll say it again, fatty pork belly. Delicious. The bun is light and fluffy. The pork belly absolutely melts in your mouth, and the sauce is, again, I use that word again, it's so bright and vibrant. I feel like Peruvian sauces, those are the words that come to mind when you bite into them. So it goes so well with that rich, fatty pork belly. And also, this causa has trout mixed in. Awesome. This is really, really good. There's little bits of crunch from the shallots. The potato is so mushy and nice. It's got a good amount of heat in here. The trout is so tender and delicious. Yeah, that was uniquely fantastic. Next plate, I had to get some more mushroom saltados, some veal hearts, and what looks like some fatty braised beef over rice with some very spicy chili sauce on top. Oh yeah, very, very spicy chilies. Also, this Brussels sprout, like I said, amazing. Unfortunately, there is a 2-hour time limit. About to reach the end, so I think they're about to bring on the dessert. It's like the yummiest mashed potatoes ever. Oh man, this is such a uniquely delicious buffet. Everything from the main dishes to the buffet to the seafood, so incredibly delicious. I mean, I'm not a good judge of how authentic the Peruvian food here is, but I think it's absolutely delicious. Miami, of course, I've said this many times, is the absolute buffet capital of the US. These brunch buffets are just incredible, and this one really stands out. I think if I drank, the whole experience would have been more worth it for me, but overall, love it. Oh, I think dessert's coming. Dessert is here. It is a giant dessert tower. So apparently though, if you have a lot of people here, they give you a beautiful box. I see some of those floating around. This looks beautiful. Wow. I don't think there's a menu for this. It tastes like a very rich caramel cake. That is super milky. Very good. This looks beautiful. This looks like a little eclair. Lemony eclair with a lemony filling. Awesome. This nutty chocolate layer cake is superb. Dark chocolate, a lot of nuts. The cake is moist. This is delicious. Little carrot cake. Oh no. Carrot cake's my favorite. I love carrot cake. And that is a good carrot cake. Like I said, I think overall, buffet is fantastic. If you love Peruvian food or if you never had Peruvian food, this is a must try when you're in Miami. Again, this is a Michelin restaurant. The price for this brunch buffet is $135. It includes a main dish and all the wines, alcoholic drinks, beer, all that is included. And just talking about value, I took a look at their regular menu. So all the ceviche listed on their regular menu is on the buffet. So if you're just here for dinner or something and you order a ceviche, it's about $35 per dish. If you got the lomo saltado like I did, 45 bucks. So for me, buffet is a much better deal. You get to try all the dishes, you get to have all the drinks you want, you get awesome dessert at the end. This place, definitely worth a try. Some of my favorite things on the buffet, the scallops, the veal heart, the different ceviche, the potato dishes. I think everything tastes incredible. I think I only have about 5 minutes left on my time limit. I'll see you in a bit. It's dinner time, and for dinner, I'm at South Beach, and there's this Italian restaurant that I've been really curious about for a while. This is one of the most highly reviewed Italian restaurants I have ever seen. 9,896 reviews, 4.9 out of 5. It is called Limoncello. All right, so got an appetizer, a couple pasta dishes. Really curious is that there's nobody else here. And this is dinner time, 6:30. Got some more food for me. First thing they brought out, balsamic olive oil and some fresh bread. This thing is already glistening from olive oil. There's herbs on here. I can't believe this is free. Oh my God, this is so good. I feel like I'm taking advantage of this place. I cannot believe this just comes with a table. This bread is miraculous. I don't know, I feel like this thing could just perform miracles or something. It's that good. Oh my gosh. It's toasty on the outside, inside soft and airy, drenched in just the most delicious olive oil. The herbs are fantastic, perfect amount of saltiness. It's incredible. I would give them a 5-star review just for the bread alone. This is so freaking good. I could make a meal out of this bread. The balsamic, even better. Yeah, it's like a thinner focaccia bread. Oh my gosh, I can't stop eating this. I'm so happy I got mussels because now there's something else I can dip the bread in. Appetizer, mussels, and white wine sauce. Little tomatoey, mussels definitely fresh. Yeah, this is delicious. Very garlicky. This will be a great place to dunk my bread. Yeah, everything's tasting awesome so far. So got a couple pastas. One is their specialty, their linguine scoglio. It's linguine with shrimp, mussels, clams, squid, and lobster. Forgot how ferocious the flies here are. Linguine is good. Lobster, I wouldn't say it's the freshest. Pasta is very well cooked, very al dente. You definitely get that nice burst of briny flavor from the different seafood elements that's in here. The zesty tomato sauce, not overpowering at all. You get a good burst of seafood flavor in this. That's tasty. Calamari is good. Shrimp is plump and juicy. I think my least favorite element of this dish is the lobster itself. Otherwise, that's pretty tasty. This is actually what I really like. Pappardelle bolognese. This was my favorite pasta when I was in Italy. This thing is just swimming in meat sauce. There is a lot of meat in here. They give you a nice big helping with this pasta. Look at that. White pasta covered in cheese and meat sauce. I mean, I like seafood pasta, but I'll take a bowl of pasta with meat sauce any day. This is good. Yeah, I like this pasta more. This is right up my alley. They make all their pasta here, and this thing is beautifully chewy, and the pasta is phenomenal. And this is a make your mouth water meat sauce. Like I'm eating this and my mouth is still watering between bites. The sauce is rich and thick. You taste a little zest from the tomatoes, but again, I don't like sauce that's too tomatoey. This is not at all. Perfect amount of sweetness and zestiness, and it's just so freaking meaty. Yeah, this sauce is worthy of my last piece of bread. Dunk my bread in this meat sauce. This is an awesome bowl of pasta. And they are very generous with the bolognese. The pasta is practically swimming in it. There's so much meat on this plate. I love it.
I think overall my favorite thing here, love the bread. Bread is incredible. Pappardelle bolognese, I think it's top notch. Prices overall, a little on the high end. Mussels, not bad. Overall, it's a very solid place. I've never seen a restaurant reviewed so highly before. And that wraps up another fantastic food day here in Miami. As always, all the places I went to listed down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.